Hey, what's up, Moon Boys? Welcome to another exciting episode hosted by yours truly, Walk and Vital. Today we're going to be discussing Labscientists, which is a second gen of Launch Labs. We think this play is undervalued, has Moonx potential, so stay tuned and learn more. Cue the intro. Yo, what it do? Welcome to another exciting adventure here with Moon Boys Radio, where we're gonna give you that alpha you didn't know you needed about possible 10x, scratch that, 100x, scratch that, Moonx opportunities.
Keep in mind, the NFT space is very speculative and highly risky. Anything we talk about here is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors, so make sure to do your own research.
Thanks for tuning in, Moon Boys. As we mentioned, we're going to be talking about Labscientists today. Jump in our Discord so you don't miss any of these major alpha calls that Windows and Vital have been calling out. Super accurate, so good for them. Let's jump right in. Labscientists, currently the floor is at 1.4. Total listing is 551, about 5,500 total supply. So we're about that 10% mark. So that's always good. Ownership to supply ratio, it's a little about 3 per owner, maybe a little bit more. So far, a lot of those basic stuff or the base stats are looking pretty strong. This is a relatively new project, and we think there's some potential. That's why we want to bring it forward towards you. Vito, how do you feel about the artwork here?
I think the artwork's really cool. It's definitely unique. It's different from their first project, Launch Lab, which was just a pass. And now they're actually implementing some really cool art with a lot of variation as well. As you can see on the screen, the floor is quite thin. It's getting thinner, and there's barely any listed. I feel like there's a lot of cool masks and different clothing and stuff that they're wearing, which makes it different from a lot of the projects we've been seeing in Solana lately. So let's hop over to the technical analysis. As you can see on the technical analysis, this is the 1 hour chart. This project recently minted a few days ago, and it looks like it's making a bottom at 1.25 Solana. Every single time it hits that price, it's been getting bought up. As you can see, it's creating a lot of wicks on the bottom. And another thing that we do like to see is that the listings are coming down while the price is stabilizing, which is also another indicator of the price bottoming. So we're going to bring you some extra alpha, but let's jump over to the website so Walk can share to you why he's bullish on this project.
Yeah, for sure. Like, let's see what is actually going to back up that technical analysis. So this is the Launch Labs website. So you can see, their, this launch pad, and they make it fairly easy where you just have to configure your metadata, upload assets, and generate images, and configure your mint site, and boom, you're done. Easy and simple, just like that. You can see how clean it looks here, and some of the starting prices like fees and discounts. So this is really just for like external people who are thinking about starting a project and how they can do it. So there's an application there. So they make it very clean, very easy to do. And under projects, you can kind of see upcoming projects. Well, first let's highlight here. They launched 41 total projects, and they have two, in the pipeline. And you can kind of see here they are, the Turtles and Halo Kraken. There's two upcoming projects. And in the past, you can see there's some decent projects out here that are we actually covered in our previous our YouTube video or YouTube segment, where like Mouse in the House was a pretty established project. You can see Solana Hills was another project we covered. So they have a lot of projects that they drop that have a pretty decent utility, or excuse me, decent outcome to them. So I think it's pretty cool to see, and you can see in this Launch Labs NFT portion, it kind of gives you their tier breakdown. So you can see like each NFT. So I'll kind of quick glance at or have you guys see the Launch Lab under Magic Eden. You can see it has a floor about 7.6. I think they peaked around 12, but you can see some of the different tiers here, or like you can see different colored cards at least. So that this will help explain like the details of each tier and like what you get if you invest into these tiers. And I think it's pretty awesome because you can kind of also calculate your monthly profits. You can look at it as almost like dividends. So it's pretty cool to see here.
Yeah.
I think the utility for the Gen 2 is a little it's more specific to the add-on services such as their staking, raffles, auctions, and any other upgraded systems that they have here. But I mean, there's a lot going on here. What do you think, Vital?
Yeah, so like you said about the tier system, which is super interesting because based off each tier system, they get more of a percentage royalties and stuff. So as you can see, like what they generally charge a project during the mint is like they expect 10 to 20% of minting proceeds, and they also charge 10% of the secondary fee. So like on the royalty. So as the project continues to sell on secondary, they still get some money back. And I also like how even jumping into lab scientists, it has a much lower floor price of 1.4, but you're also still getting some sort of passive income, you could almost call it. Because like any project nowadays in the NFT space, you can't just expect to have like a PFP, you know what I mean? So once they launch a project and they're growing, they'll implement staking, raffles, auctions, and other upgrade systems that Launch Lab can simply provide all under one umbrella roof. You know, so I'm definitely super bullish on this, and the project seems like they have a very strong team, and it really shows with all the projects that you mentioned earlier, Watt, that they've worked on. Are there any other points you'd like to add?
No, I think you hit it spot on. I think, this is a great way to get like a lower entry into a great project because, a second extension of an extension, excuse me, of the main project. So a lot of great utility here, a lot to offers, a lot of Moonx potential. Again, do your own research, but we think there's, possible Moonx gains here. So thanks for tuning in. Like our comment, give us that big blue thumbs up on YouTube. Comment if you enjoyed the video, if there's any other projects you want us to cover. And as always, we'll catch you guys later.